I was helping a friend of mine sell her house, and I saw a side of her that I had never seen before, and I'm convinced it had everything to do with the fact that she was selling her house. In the last video, we talked about some of the emotions that pop up as you're getting ready to sell your house. In this episode, we will talk about the emotions that hit you when you get that offer and beyond. Hi, I'm Kelly Vandever. I'm a real estate agent in the Alpharetta, Georgia area with Keller Williams, North Atlanta. Earlier, I talked about emotions that happen when you're getting your house ready for sale. But once you survive that turmoil, then there's a whole new set of emotions that come up. And it starts when you get an offer. Intellectually, you may realize that people are going to offer you less money for your house than maybe what you listed it for. Knowing it intellectually and being able to deal with it emotionally are two different things. If you're in a market and you get multiple offers, then if you get one that's below asking, you could probably just brush that one off, no problem. But what if you only get one offer? And what if that offer is below the price that you wanted to get for your house? Whew, that's when some emotions can come into play. And add to that, sometimes people ask for closing cost. And people get mad about that. Why should I pay somebody to buy my house? Yes, there are some emotions that can become attached to you when somebody makes an offer on your house. The advice I give is to try not to let those emotions get the best of you. Chances are, if you only got one offer on your house, it's because your price was a little high or a lot high. I'll talk about in a different video how you go about pricing a house. But just for now, trust me that it was probably priced too high. So the fact that somebody came in with an offer below what you were asking is to be expected. You might be thinking to yourself, that guy's a jerk. I'm not going to let him buy my house. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to sit and wait until somebody gives me a better offer on the house. That may sound logical, but unfortunately, that's not what the data bears out. If you look at historical data on home sales, at least here in the North Georgia area, you'll find that the best prices are had in those first few days after listing. So if you wait longer, chances are you'll actually get less for your house, probably less than that person is offering. So instead of getting upset, try to control your emotions and instead make a counteroffer. Make another offer back to them, suggesting the price that you think is more fair. It's a tough situation. I know it's hard to put those emotions aside, but I really recommend that you do. If you come up with an offer that you find acceptable, you want to be comfortable with it, you want to be okay with it. And you don't want to go forward with a chip on your shoulder because there are other negotiations that could be coming your way, and that could trigger some more emotional responses. Plus, it might be part of that person's culture to offer less than what you're asking for. And heck, you might even do the same thing if you were in their shoes. You might do the same thing when you're trying to buy that next house for you. Try not to let the negative emotions get in the way. So you might be thinking, okay, once we get that offer situation settled, I'll be okay. But there is another time when those emotions can come again, and that has to do with the home inspection. If you're not aware, most people that buy a home in the state of Georgia hire a home inspector. The home inspector comes in and takes a look at the house and will produce a report with everything that they find. This report might be super long, and it might point out every little thing that is wrong with the house. Sometimes that home inspection report will be passed over to the person selling the house. How do I say this delicately? Sometimes the person selling their house loses their mind when they see the inspection report. I've been living in this house. There's nothing wrong with this house. How can they say these things about the house? Whew. It can be super emotional to read those things about your house. But here's the thing. See if you follow me with this. The agent that's representing the buyer is trying to look out for their best interest. In sharing that inspection report, it's like saying, here are all the things that are wrong with the house, but we're going to only ask for these few things. So when they come back and ask for just a few things to be fixed, they seem pretty reasonable. The things they're asking for may or may not be reasonable. Talk it through with your agent. They can help guide you through this process. You may decide to compromise and give them part of what they're asking for, or you may not. Either way, if you're dealing with a chip that's still on your shoulder from the offer you accepted, just know that. Check yourself. See if maybe you need to distance yourself from the emotional piece of this. That's where an agent can really be helpful because, yes, they're involved. They're looking out for your best interest, but they've seen more of these transactions. They can give you a better idea on whether or not this is really a reasonable kind of request that the person buying your home is asking for. And remember, if the shoe is on the other foot, you might feel the same way. Yes, you've put a lot of money into getting the house ready to sell, but from the buyer's perspective, they're going to pay a lot of money to buy your home, so they want to feel like they're getting the right deal too. In summary, yes, it's natural to have these emotions, especially if somebody's saying something that's less than favorable about your house. But try to get control of those emotions. And if nothing else, think about the bigger picture. Why are you selling your house in the first place? Why are you making the move? Think about that. Let that be your driving factor. Use your agent to help you process all that's going on and help you make a better decision in selling your house. I hope you found this video helpful in making your move easier.